Hello, this is my latest character, Willie, and I'm just starting it out with ZBrush, getting my base before I do retopology. So as you can see, I've already formed the shapes. I've used a bit of symmetry and I've turned symmetry off. You can see my wrinkles are different from side to side. I like it to look a little bit more lifelike. But now I'm starting to build the character. Now as you can see at the moment, the eyebrows and my eyelids are not drooping and the upper brows aren't frowning. So what I'm looking to do in this video, I'm looking to do here, is just show the process which brings character to a individual. So here I like to use the move topology brush for this process, and you can see I'm just sort of moving around looking at each section and seeing which needs. Now obviously at the moment I'm just lifting up these wrinkles in the bit because it does bulge. I've got some reference on the left which is Willie with my little dog. He's a great character, loves to cuddle. So I'm just loosely basing it on him. I'm not doing exactly, I'm just sort of creating my own. But I wanted to give, you can see he's already got the look of sort of bewilderment or surprise. Open mouth, got to put the tongue in. That's due to me wanting to animate this character. So just moving these wrinkles a little bit, trying to seek the sort of frowning brow with the drooping eyes, which will give that kind of sadness and that cuteness. So you can see here I am in the topology brush. I tend to use very basic brushes and I'll build on it with the clay buildup and turn the intensity down to about a 12, 13. And then I do like my damn standard. But I'm a very big fan of the topology. You can see there my creases are a bit too tight, so I'm going to have to loosen that up a bit now. And I do use the smooth brush, which I hold shift down and then use smooth brush quite often. I've done some eyes and still errors. I had some old topology, which I've used for that. Now I'm looking into doing the retopology for Willie himself over in Blender. So I'm just looking here to think about, okay, and you can see here if you're looking at a character, he does have brows that are frowning slightly, but a little bit more exaggeration is required just to emphasize these features. If you look at, what helped me is I'd look at very basic frown, a stick individual or a face individual, and it's just two lines pointed at a 45 and a down facing. So that's like a sadness or a frown. And then the eyes, drooping eyes, I've gone to the lower lid and I've just moved them on the inside of the lid to show that what would be the white of the eye. When I go to texture, I'll put that little bit of the white of the eye, which will also add to the sadness or the appeal of the character. It's just me off. I think I'll have a cup of tea there, a little drink of tea, and then back in it now. This is where I start to really focus and start to try and gain appeal for the character. So I have made some movements with the lower lid. You can see I'm just really studying how it's appearing at all different angles. So just little adjustments with the topology, bringing that nose a little bit bulge, rounder. So again, it's a little bit cuter, it's a bit flat. Look again, right it. But those wrinkles have to be nice and bulgy. Here, start to bring it in a little bit. But if you watch till the end, you can see how I move the upper eyebrows at quite a bit steeper angle. At the moment, they're just subtly, which is nice, but exaggeration is definitely required. And I'll be able to emphasize exaggeration before I'm rigging it, but I'm now just getting like, same with the jowls will be far more pronounced. And I'll be able to move, rig some sort of side jowls that I'll slide from side to side and maybe throw some saliva. I'm really looking forward to this character, seeing what I can do with him, and seeing what I can rig, and develop a nice rig that has its floppy jowls, slobbering and doing all kinds of things. Hopefully for some comical relief. Create a completely new channel for this character, I think. Let's see. But here, just with the clay build up, just adding it so those wrinkles, or those sort of, are emphasized and rounded. Folds. There, you see there, it's just a little bit more defined. This side. Just adding those features for rounded, more bulbous, more cuddly. Avoiding sort of sharpness, but at the same time with the sadness requires the sadness. And so I brought, I think, start to move the upper brow. Just looking at upward angle line. Sort of bewilderment, almost look of bewilderment. But again, his mouth's open because I'm looking to animate it, produce a tone, and it will change, and features will I'll have the ability to furrow the brow, change certain aspects, but I'd like the base mesh to already have a sort of caricature appeal, which was nice. I always ask for reviews, and I talk to individuals as I'm doing it, ask their opinions. A nice review from a family member who'd laughed immediately as they saw the character and said there's a bewilderment about it, so it's good. I was pleased with the development. Here, just building a little bit more in that flap, giving him a bit more of cuddly folds. Now I have done a few more folds than my actual dog. You can see on the left my actual dog's only got a couple of folds. I thought with the character I'd like it to a few more folds. So I've changed him somewhat purposely. This dog it's a mix. They thought it was part pug, but they also weren't sure if it was part bulldog or part mastiff. The vet thought it was part mastiff. So he's got a longer tail. He hasn't got a curly short tail like the pug has. Thankfully his nostrils are a bit clearer, he can breathe a bit better. He does have somewhat of a bulldog sort of look to him as well. It was an interesting mix. He's a really nice little thing. A bit bigger as well. Huge head for what they thought was a pug. He has pug colours, so I think he's maybe dad was a pug, but certainly bred better with better sort of breathing apparatus. But great dog. I like to go on nice hikes with him and get him going. I'm always worried about his back and his short legs. There. So here I'm starting to move the lower lid, just smoothing it out. But you can see here, you can see I've got the inside of the eye. I'm really sort of pulling it down. If you look at those, and that's where the white is. So element of showing the white of the eye, the cuteness, the appeal. Well, I think it's amazing when you look at some animations of the character that the caricature that the feature already has. That's the aim in this. That's why I'm producing this video, because with practice, you're emulating something, copying something, but to create that kind of life expression, or to be able to do that, is a skill in itself, and fascinating to try and do. So when I get a response from someone that says, "Oh wow," it's really nice, or they laugh, I mean, it means I'm moving in the right direction. So just here now, I'm about to go into my final still. I changed my final still, and you can see the difference where I went to just after this. I stopped filming, and then it's just here, there. See the drooping on the left hand side?